Hi yogis, this is an advanced class and it will be conducted with minimal cues after this brief introduction. This is actually a recording of my own practice. I highly suggest you do a 15 to 20 minute warm up before participating. I had warmed up for 15 minutes prior to starting this class. Please make sure that if you're not familiar with any of these poses that you skip them or modify. There's going to be options to float from handstand into bakasana, to float into your flying splits pose, as well as get into your handstand lotus, all kinds of stuff. So if you're not familiar, please skip it. This is an extremely advanced class, as I previously stated. So part of being an advanced practitioner is knowing when you need to modify and when you need to back off. And without further ado, we will begin at the top of our mats. Bring your feet hip-width distance apart, preparing for your sun salutations. Reach your arms up, gaze up. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Step to the front of your mat, halfway lift. Forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Hands to your heart. Reach your arms up. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Step to the front, halfway lift. Forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Hands to heart. Reach your arms up. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Step to the front, halfway lift. Forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Hands to heart. Reach your arms up. Forward fold. Halfway lift option to take a handstand into your vinyasa this time. Meeting in down dog. Step or float to the front. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Hands to your heart. Reach your arms up. forward fold, halfway lift. Option to take that handstand into your vinyasa or just step or hop back. We'll meet in down dog. Maybe bring your handstand, your legs into lotus if you'd like. Take a couple of breaths in down dog. Step or float to the front, halfway lift. Forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Hands to your heart. Bend the knees, chair pose. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Jump back to your vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg. Bring your right foot between your hands, warrior one. Frame the right foot, vinyasa. Lift your left leg, warrior one. Vinyasa. Option to stay in downward facing dog or float from handstand into crow. From crow, step or shoot the legs back into your vinyasa, coming back to down dog. And we'll take a few breaths and then take the same thing again, floating from your handstand into your crow or staying in down dog. If you're taking the handstand, float forward, lowering down to crow. And then step or float back into your vinyasa, coming back to down dog. Beautiful. Step or hop to the front of your and then step or hop to the front, coming to your halfway lift. Forward fold, chair pose, come to standing. Chair pose, forward fold, halfway lift, jump back to your chaturanga or take your handstand floating back, your choice. Lift your right leg. Warrior one. Humble warrior prep. Humble warrior. Warrior one. Frame the right foot, three-legged dog, send the right leg up, option for a chin stand here. And then take your vinyasa. Lift your left leg. Warrior one. Humble warrior prep. Humble warrior. Warrior one. Frame the left foot, three-legged dog, send the left leg up, option for chin stand. Vinyasa. Down dog. Step forward, halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. Come to standing. Malasana. Lift the hips, straighten the legs as you forward fold. Halfway lift, lizard pose, right foot in front. Lower your left knee down. Stay here or grab the back foot. Release the back foot, Skandasana, bending the right knee, left leg is straight. Wide-legged forward fold. Option to stay here, take a headstand, any variation. If you're in a headstand, lower down, halfway lift, turn to the back of your mat, bend the left knee like you're in a lizard pose, and then lower the right knee down. Inhale here and exhale, come up, straighten the back leg for a wide half splits. Inhale, dip low into a lizard. Exhale, lower the knee, half splits. Inhale, lift that back knee up. Exhale, lower, half splits. And then come through center, spinning back to the front of your mat. Bend your right knee. Inhale, step forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Malasana. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, lizard pose, left leg in front. Lower the right knee down. Option to grab the back leg. Skandasana, bend the left knee, right leg is straight. Straighten both legs, wide-legged forward fold. This time maybe interlace your fingers behind you, or you can always take another inversion, your choice. Release, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, turn toward the back of your mat, taking that funky flow, lizard, and then a wide half splits, lizard, half splits, lizard, half splits. Bend the knee and then flow back through center, turning back to the front of your mat over that left leg. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, option to take that handstand to float back to your vinyasa. Again, any version of your handstand here. Floating back to your vinyasa when you're ready. We'll meet in down dog. Lift the right leg, bend the knee. Low lunge, hands to the right thigh. Come to your half splits, or you can take full splits, your choice. Take a three-legged dog, send that right leg up. And then maybe float forward into your flying splits. Arm balance. Floating back into your vinyasa. And meeting in down dog. Lift the left leg, bend the knee. Low lunge, bring your hands to the left thigh. Half splits or full splits, your choice. Slowly come back to your three-legged dog. Send that left leg up. Option to take that flying splits arm balance. And then float to your chaturanga, meeting back in your downward facing dog. Lower onto your elbows. Option to take a forearm stand if that's part of your practice. Any variation. And then when you're ready, come to a child's pose. Make your way back to a downward facing dog. Lift your right leg. Pigeon pose. Slowly make your way out. Three-legged dog, right leg up. Down dog. Lift your left leg. Pigeon pose. Nice and slow, make your way up, coming back to a three-legged dog. Send the left leg up. Down dog. Extended child's pose. Make your way to a seated position. Janusarasana, right side. release. Switch sides, straighten the left leg, right foot to the inner thigh. Fold forward. Slowly release. Take a moment to stretch the wrists out, pulling the fingertips back towards you on one side, and then the other side. Interlace your fingers and roll in one direction, and then the other. Give it a shake. Seated twist. Turn and gaze over your right shoulder. Come back to center. Twist and gaze over the left shoulder. Come back to center, and then make your way onto your back for shavasana. If you enjoyed this practice, please donate or become a member. That's the only way I can create new content on this channel. Just a reminder that everyone deserves to be paid for their work, and even $1 from each person who watches these videos would significantly change my life. This is where I'll leave you today. Thank you so much for practicing with me.